Hello, fabulous foodies. Welcome back to Nourish Cravings, where we turn everyday meals into healthy masterpieces that nourish your body and delight your senses. Here's your guide to guilt-free gourmet. Today, we're elevating a timeless breakfast classic with a wholesome makeover: healthy French toast. If you've ever dismissed French toast as a decadent treat loaded with empty calories, prepare to be amazed. We're infusing it with nutrient-dense ingredients for a meal that's bursting with fiber, protein, antioxidants, and natural flavors to kickstart your day on a high note. This isn't just food, it's fuel for your best self. And guess what? We're stretching this episode to a full deep dive of fun, tips, and tricks so you can master it completely. Whether you're a kitchen newbie or a seasoned chef, by the end, you'll be creating variations that'll wow your friends and family. Let's dive in and get that griddle sizzling. Before we jump into the action, let's break down our star players. This recipe serves four ideal for a family brunch, meal prepping for the week, or even impressing guests at a weekend gathering. Here's what you'll need: 8 slices of whole grain bread. Opt for nutrient-packed options like sprouted grain Ezekiel bread, whole wheat sourdough, or even a seeded multigrain loaf. These choices provide complex carbs and fiber to keep you full and energized, unlike refined white bread that spikes your blood sugar. 4 large eggs, preferably organic or free-range for that extra boost of omega-3s and better animal welfare. 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, or swap in oat milk, soy milk, or even coconut milk for a tropical twist. Plant-based milks keep it light and dairy-free, perfect for lactose-intolerant viewers. 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Not the imitation stuff. Real vanilla adds depth and a subtle sweetness without added sugars. 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, or grind your own from sticks for maximum freshness and potency. Cinnamon isn't just tasty, it's a superstar spice with anti-inflammatory properties and blood sugar stabilizing effects. A pinch of sea salt or Himalayan pink salt to enhance all the flavors and add trace minerals. For the toppings extravaganza, a medley of fresh berries. Think strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries for a rainbow of vitamins, especially vitamin C and antioxidants that fight free radicals. Pure maple syrup for drizzling. Go for the real deal, grade A or B, to avoid high fructose corn syrup fakes. Greek yogurt, plain and unsweetened, for a creamy, protein-packed layer that promotes gut health with probiotics. A handful of chopped nuts like almonds, walnuts, or pecans for healthy fats, crunch, and heart-protective omega-3s. Optional superfood boosts. Sprinkle chia seeds for omega-3s and fiber, flax seeds for lignans, or even a dash of turmeric for anti-inflammatory vibes. What makes this version a health hero? We're ditching the processed breads, heavy creams, and refined sugars in favor of whole foods. Per serving, you're looking at around 350 calories, 20 grams of protein, 10 grams of fiber, and minimal added sugars. It's low glycemic, supports muscle repair, and keeps inflammation at bay. Ideal for athletes, busy parents, or anyone prioritizing wellness. If you're counting macros or following a specific diet like keto or paleo, I'll share adaptations later. Time to get hands-on. Grab a large, shallow bowl or pie dish, something wide enough for dipping bread without hassle. Crack in those 4 eggs. Listen to that satisfying snap. Whisk them vigorously with a fork or whisk until they're light and airy, like you're aerating a fine wine. This incorporates air for fluffier toast. Now pour in the cup of almond milk slowly, whisking as you go to avoid lumps. Add the vanilla extract. Inhale that warm, inviting aroma. Sprinkle in the cinnamon and sea salt, then whisk everything together until it's a uniform, frothy, custard-like mixture. If it looks too thick, add a splash more milk. Too thin, and it'll run off the bread. Pro tip: let this batter sit for 5 minutes to let the flavors meld. It's like marinating for maximum taste. Customizations galore. For a vegan version, replace eggs with flax eggs. Mix 4 tablespoons ground flaxseed with 12 tablespoons water and let it thicken for 10 minutes. Gluten-free. Use your favorite GF bread, but toast it lightly first to prevent sogginess. Nut allergy? Oat milk or rice milk works wonders. And for a protein punch, stir in a scoop of your favorite unflavored protein powder. Vanilla or cinnamon-flavored blends seamlessly. While we're prepping, let's talk kitchen tools. You'll need a non-stick skillet or griddle cast iron if you're feeling fancy for even heat distribution, a spatula for flipping, tongs for dipping if you're messy like me, and a baking sheet to keep finished toasts warm in a 200 degrees Fahrenheit oven. Safety first, medium heat to avoid burning, and always use oven mitts. Heat your skillet over medium heat. Test it by flicking water drops. They should sizzle and dance. Lightly mist with avocado oil spray or a dab of coconut oil for those beneficial medium-chain triglycerides. Now, the dip. Take a slice of bread and submerge it in the batter for 10-15 seconds per side. Don't oversoak or it'll turn to mush. We're aiming for custardy, not soggy. Shake off excess and place it on the hot skillet. Cook in batches to avoid crowding, about 2-3 slices at a time. Let them sizzle for 2-3 minutes per side until they're beautifully golden and crisp. Flip gently with your spatula. See how the cinnamon creates those caramelized spots? That's flavor magic happening right there. If you're making a big batch, transfer cooked slices to that warm oven. Common mistakes to avoid. Too high heat leads to burnt outsides and raw insides. Fresh bread might fall apart. Day-old is ideal as it absorbs better. And if your pan sticks, add a touch more oil between batches. While our first batch cooks, let's explore endless twists to keep things exciting. Seasonal spin. In fall, add pumpkin puree and pie spice to the batter for pumpkin spice French toast. Hello, autumn in a bite. Winter? Infuse with orange zest and cranberries for a festive feel. For chocolate lovers, whisk in a tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder and top with banana slices. Indulgent yet healthy. Kid-friendly. Cut into fun shapes with cookie cutters, stars, hearts, and serve as magic toast with hidden fruit purees. International flair. Go Mexican with a dash of chili powder and lime zest, or French-inspired with herbe de Provence. Low carb. Use cloud bread or eggplant slices as the base. And for stuffed French toast, sandwich nut butter and berries between 2 slices before dipping. Oozing goodness. Viewer challenge. Try a savory version with herbs, cheese, and veggies. Think rosemary, feta, and spinach for a brunch upgrade. Share your creations in the comments. I might feature them in a future episode. As the toast finishes, remember to rotate batches. Let's build our topping bar. Wash and slice those berries. Mix them with a squeeze of lemon for brightness and to prevent browning. Spoon Greek yogurt into a bowl and swirl in a bit of honey if you need extra sweetness, but keep it minimal. Toast your nuts lightly in a dry pan for enhanced flavor. Just 2 minutes, stirring constantly. Supercharge with seeds. Chia for gel-like texture, hemp for complete protein. Arrange everything family style for a build-your-own station. Great for picky eaters or parties. Personal anecdote. I discovered this recipe during a health kick after overindulging on vacation. Craving comfort, I experimented and boom. This became my reset meal. It helped me lose 10 pounds while enjoying food. What's your transformation story? Comment below. Let's inspire each other. Assembly time. Stack 2 slices per plate for portion control. Layer on the yogurt first for a creamy base, then pile high with berries. Aim for a colorful cascade. Scatter nuts and seeds for texture contrast. Finish with a controlled drizzle of maple syrup, about 1 teaspoon per serving to keep sugars in check. Presentation hacks. Use edible flowers for elegance, or arrange in a tower for height. For content creators, this plates beautifully for photos. Natural light, wooden boards, fresh herbs as garnish. Deep dive into nutrition. Whole grains provide B vitamins for energy metabolism. Eggs offer choline for brain health. Berries combat oxidative stress. Overall, this supports immune function, digestive health, and sustained focus. Compared to traditional, half the calories, triple the nutrients. Track it in apps like Chronometer for personalized insights. That crunch, soft center, burst of berries, absolute bliss. The cinnamon ties it all together. Pair with herbal tea or a veggie-packed smoothie for balance. If it's bland, amp spices. Too sweet, cut syrup. Troubleshooting corner, soggy toast, pat bread dry, pre-dip. Uneven cooking, calibrate your stove. Sticking, upgrade your pan. Storage. Refrigerate up to 3 days. Reheat in toaster oven for crispness. Freeze for a month, thaw overnight. Pro Tips Marathon. Experiment with bread types. Rye for earthiness. Brioche for luxury, in moderation. Add matcha for green tea antioxidants. For diabetics, use stevia-sweetened syrup and low GI bread. Meal ideas. Breakfast sandwich with avocado and eggs. Dessert. Mini versions with dark chocolate shavings. Budget tip. Berries frozen when out of season. Same nutrition, less cost. Eco-friendly, source local, organic ingredients to reduce carbon footprint. Answering FAQs. Can I make it ahead? Yes, batter stores 24 hours. Kid approved? Hide veggies in batter. Calorie count? Customize with calculators. And for weight loss, portion mindfully, add greens on the side. Woo, what a delicious deep dive into healthy French toast. We've covered every angle, from basics to pro hacks. Try it this weekend and tag Nourish Cravings on socials. Like if this inspired you, subscribe for weekly wellness recipes, hit the bell for alerts. Thanks for joining. Remember, healthy eating is joyful. Stay vibrant. See you soon.